Hey everyone, today we'll be talking about the S&P 500. So the S&P, why am I looking at the S&P as a crypto trader? Okay, it's because it's the biggest index in the world. So its influence on crypto markets like Bitcoin is quite significant. So yeah, let's just start right now. In the yellow, I've marked out the bear market trend line. Okay, I think a lot of people they they have this in their screen right now, and they're asking the question, um, currently is the price going to just crash all the way down, reject off, or is it going to commit above, right? And I think a lot of you also seen my previous video on Bitcoin, and and in those videos I gave a reason why I'm buying Bitcoin, so I'm very bullish on it. And for me to make the decision, I also have to be quite bullish on risk-on assets, such as equities, okay, and like things like S&P 500, they are all basically indexes of equities. So I have to be very bullish on them too, right? So why am I bullish on equities? Well, right now I'll give an explanation. So three things. The first thing I'll talk about is the evidence of supply absorption. So I'm actually a supply demand sort of a white collar trader also. So I also look at things like supply and demand. Okay, and I would like to zoom into this area here. Okay, and this is the region where the price actually pulled back from the upper trend line of the bear market. Okay, and a lot of people are saying, right, I mean, this is over, the price going all the way down. It's gonna it's gonna destroy the bottom and go like, I don't know, 20%, 30% downwards, right? Well, that did not happen, okay, and we can see evidence of the battle that went on right here. So yeah, um, there are multiple threatening price bars to the downside. Okay, I think one of the most threatening ones were, I would say this one. Okay, this bar was quite threatening. You know, it went down. Okay, it opened at this price, and then it more or less went all the way down to the bottom, right? Which indicated a very strong sentiment to the downside. Okay, and this kind of bars, I mean, they look really horrible. And you know, when we see such things, we want to look for follow through. Follow through meaning the price would just continue committing to the downside. So that did not happen. Okay, in the next bar, we can see buyers coming in to basically buy back all the supply that has been sold. Okay, and you see this again, but more or less on a smaller time frame. Like you get, for example, this bar here. Okay, that seems to be selling. Then someone bought back. Okay, this bar too, it went down. Then you know it went back up again. Creating this small, well, I won't say it's small. It's just quite decent sized tail at the bottom, right? And another one here, the price opened this 3871, crashed all the way to 3827. Very bearish bar, right? But the next day, no follow through. So the bears had multiple chances of basically, uh, crashing the price, but they did not succeed, right? We suggested that someone is absorbing all of their sell orders. Yeah, and this is one of the reasons why I think is quite bullish for the S&P 500. And the second thing is low volume pullback on test of spring. So some point around August, not August, but October last year, there was a potential spring that I mapped out. So this is a spring. So it first tried to spring, okay, basically destroy the bottom here, but then it went back up. There was no follow through, okay, there's no commitment. So the price went back down again, retested that level, okay, and this time it actually put in a very high volume, uh, high volume tailing, okay, which suggested very strong buying going on here. So you know, at this point, I think it's quite obvious that someone big is buying. Okay, so if you are a reader of Wyckoff, you know there's this concept of the composite operator, the composite man. This is basically a guy that you know is like a I wouldn't say it's a guy, but it's more like a concept of a manipulator that manipulates the markets to his own will. Okay, and you can if you're a follower of Wyckoff and his teachings, you can say that he came in here and he bought up everything, forcing the price upwards. Okay, so yeah, that's the second thing that that I would like to show is there was a spring in some point in October last year. Price went back up, retested this spring, and you can see this test, right? 12 million contracts in this wave, okay, versus 94, 80, 66, 26. 12 is a very low volume pullback. Yeah, and this is another indication that the spring, okay, which is this region here, that's the spring, has been successfully tested. Okay, and that's a very bullish price action. So the third thing to watch is actually the price is actually went above the 200-day moving average. So I have one moving average here. The faster one is actually the 150 day moving average, and the slower one is the 200-day. So it looks like the price is trying to commit above the 200-day. Okay, and we are seeing some evidence of that, and there's a lot of tailing. You can see this tail. Okay, the price closed way above this whole bar, right? Same thing here. So there's some evidence, I would say, the price is trying to commit above 200 moving average, and that's a very bullish signal. Yeah. So we have to watch. It might still fail. That means the price, does this, and goes down again. We don't know, but for now, it looks like the price is trying to commit above this bearish bear market trend line, and also like retest it, right? So if the MA were to curve upwards, I think that's a magnet on, yeah. So if the MA is going to curve upwards, yeah, it'd be nice if the price just tests it and goes back up, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm quite bullish on S&P, to be honest. And then again, I'm not like 100% right, but I do have a pretty good chance that it's going to go up. Yeah, that is what I believe. Again, not financial advice. Please do not take on loans or leverage to buy the e-minis, because I said that the price is going to go up. Yeah, this is not financial advice. So this is just educational purposes. Yeah, and that's really it for today. I'll see you soon for the next video.